Merry Christmas to everyone at Bald Father Bets. I just want to take a minute and share my gratitude and appreciation for everyone who's supported the channel so far this year. Really do appreciate it. Really appreciate anyone who's subscribed, anyone who's gotten their friends to subscribe, the interaction, the likes, the comments, the Discord back and forth. Honestly, I appreciate it from a sports standpoint, but then also I just enjoy it. Really enjoy talking with you guys. Really enjoy talking about lines with you guys, talking about where you think I'm wrong, where you think I'm right, what your plays are, all those things. So thank you very much. But with that being said, we'll do a quick recap of last week where we ended with a winning week. Again, I don't want to knock on wood here. I don't want to, maybe we got this monkey off our back. Anyway, and then talk about the plays today for Christmas Day. So Sunday didn't come at you guys Monday with a video, but we had the play in the community posts. We run the Packers, maybe the least sweaty bet of the season. Man, I just, I know everyone was on the Packers, but I didn't care. Rattler, he's from Pinnacle High School in Scottsdale, Arizona. Then played at OU and played at South Carolina. Going up into sub-freezing temperatures, no Olave, no Kamara, no Taysom Hill. I didn't care. I thought 14 was too low, and 14 was too low. So, anyway, good for us, win there. Really the only one that kind of tripped us up, and it's funny because it was a flip by me. My system and my model liked the Dallas Cowboys, and I flipped it to Tampa Bay. And as soon as the game started, I was like, well, this is why my model liked Dallas. And you could tell there was no way that Tampa Bay was going to cover a 4 against Dallas in that game. But anyway, sometimes that happens. So, positive week for us. And now we move on into the next week, starting on a Wednesday, because we have our Christmas Day game. So 2 games today, 1 game tomorrow, 3 games Saturday, and then the full slate on Sunday, obviously. And then as we move into the next week, then you have a Monday night game, Detroit and 49ers. So that'll close us off this week. So everything this week will be NFL. And then as we move into the next week, obviously we'll have the 4 playoff games on December 31st on Tuesday and January 1st on Wednesday. And then the regular NFL plays for the ending week of the year. Excuse me, guys. As I stated in the last video, as we come into these final weeks, we probably will not play every game. There's just some games that, like the Raiders are playing at the Saints this weekend. Shocker, probably not going to have a play on that one. Maybe I do, but probably not going to have a play on that one. As we move into these where teams kind of start to pull starters and look to next year and see if they can get different quarterbacks time and see if they can get different players time and different rookies in, it can make handicapping on some of these really difficult. Sometimes it can give you a handicapping advantage, and so then you want to make a play. It can also make handicapping some of them very, very hard. So we probably won't play every game, but just FYI. But for today, we are taking the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are taking them plus the 3 for 5 units. No Chris Jones for the Chiefs. TJ Watt playing for the Steelers. Mike Tomlin at home, underdog of 3 or more. You guys know I think the Chiefs have just kind of been playing with fire all year long. They win, so definitely wouldn't take the Steelers on the money line. But they get a lot of 1, 2, 3-point wins, and I think the Steelers will be juiced. Both these teams need this game. Chiefs with a win this week or next week will ultimately get the number 1 overall seed. Steelers are in contention right now, tied with the Ravens in terms of record for winning the division, winning the AFC North. So obviously both these teams need this game badly. The sitting of Chris Jones makes me think that Chiefs know they have 2 shots at it, and they get the next shot they have at it is a division opponent in Denver. So we'll see. If TJ Watt gets to Mahomes early and he starts to get an ankle, will he sit? Will he go? We'll see. But I mean, again, 3 games in 11 days for all these teams playing today. So attrition is going to be a massive factor in all this. But yeah, we like the Steelers 5 units. Good to go. Second game, we're laying the 5 with the Ravens. This line is all over the place. It's all the way up to 6 at some places. So if you are taking the Texans, make sure you grab the 6. If you are getting the Ravens, make sure you grab the 5. The other thing about today is not the worst day in the world for a 6-point teaser. We don't bet teasers here. We don't bet money lines, but I told you guys about the money line parlay for college football opening weekend, 2-to-1 money that hit because all the favorites won. So every once in a while, if I do see something that, hey, that's not the worst play in the world, a 6-point teaser here is not the worst play in the world. You get the Ravens game down to essentially a money line where they just have to win. That's still the one that scares me the most. And then you get the Steelers up to a +8.5, which nothing's ever a sure thing, but that would be hard to not hit. But anyway, Ravens laying the 5. The loss of Tank Dell for Houston, I mean, emotionally, that killed them in that last game. That was rough, right? We talked about that. But now we're into, okay, operationally, how does it hurt them? He is their deep threat. He's 100% their deep threat. Ravens' weakness is their pass defense. Yes, they signed Deontay Johnson for the Texans. It's not the same as Tank Dell, and obviously, I mean, he's only had like a day to try and get. So I don't even know if they're going to play him today. Still have Nico Collins, very good. Texans have had some issues defensively stopping the run. That's going to play up big here, obviously, against a Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson team. Really would like to see the Steelers win this one outright against the Chiefs, because then the need for the Ravens goes up even higher because they're neck and neck, same record for the division. So Steelers win, they got to match it with a win. But either way, I mean, Steelers lose, then Ravens know, hey, we can clinch our division right here. So I think motivation at an absolute high for the Ravens. Texans have already clinched their division, so they're really only looking at seeding right now. Are we going to be the 3 seed? Or are we going to be the 4 seed? So if anything, game 3 in 11 days, need for the Texans here is to not lose any more players. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Merry Christmas again to you guys. Plays are Steelers and Ravens, 5 units each. Looking forward to closing out the season. Love playoff time. Love Christmas time. Love college football playoff time. So looking forward to closing out the seasons with you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying your family. Merry Christmas to everyone and have a great day.